Welcome back, everyone. We're gonna get right in on this. This is gonna be a bonus video of a handful of missions in Afghanistan. I'm just gonna condense them all into one video as much as I can. There's gonna be a lot of cuts going on because I'm sure you don't want to see me approaching every single mission area. So this one is extracting the legendary brown bear.
Stories of them leaving you alone if you play dead are just a myth, boss. Think carefully before you decide to take one of them on.
Honestly, I'm kind of disappointed. I read about goons having so many problems trying to extract this bear. So I brought a shotgun that shoots airburst rounds, I brought a sniper rifle, I brought stun grenades, smoke grenades, sleep grenades, and all it took was a single sniper rifle shot. Get good, scrubs.
List updated.
Following that up, I do believe when we were going to meet Emmerich, I said to remember this particular building. So I was going to bust right in through the window, and there is the blueprint that has a... For whatever reason, this particular blueprint has a side office attached to it. When you do the mission proper to find Emmerich, the blueprint doesn't spawn for some reason. And now we're going to do a series of missions where it comes down to eliminating the heavy infantry. Of course, despite their complete armoredness, a melee takes them out just fine. And it looks like as if a knife also cuts through that armor just fine as well. Maybe Snake's just really good at managing to find the weak spot in their neck. I don't think I've shown off this takedown before. Needless to say, it's a pretty loud takedown if there's any nearby guards. Also, you'll notice I'll be significantly more lethal than I have been usually during these side missions.
Get ready.
Now this is after I found unlocked quiet, and I'm going to show off just exactly how much punishment these heavily armored infantry can take.
Fire.
Despite being easily knocked out with hand-to-hand attacks. So this guy's just going to be a MacGuffin. He took about 3 headshots right there. This guy right here now has Quiet and I both headshotting him, and that helmet just will not come off. Yeah, it took about 6 sniper rifle shots. Maybe more. I don't know how many times Quiet's been hitting that guy, but yeah, it takes quite a lot. Your best option for those guys is just to run up to them and slam them down like that. Oh, sounds like Quiet got rid of the other guy for me. That's nice. Now in this set of missions, we're going to be clearing out mines. D-Dog is very useful because he can sniff out the mines for us. Unfortunately, we don't get like any kind of indicator for them out in the world. It's only indicators on the map. So I just gotta make sure I'm extra careful. There we go. There's one right there. And we're gonna have to tell D-Dog to stay for a bit because he can set them off. Now, it's been a while, but I do remember in Metal Gear Solid games, the way you disarmed the mine was crawling over them. Oh, okay. I guess not anymore, huh? Obviously, you don't want to go on the part of the mines that has the red laser light facing. But you crawl up behind them, and you just hold R, and you can pick up the mine yourself. No, wait, D-Dog, no. Stay. I love your enthusiasm, but don't do that again. And of course, you can't just go ahead and shoot them all up.
You have arrived at your destination. Side op completed. Side ops list up.
Now for mission 2, and oh god, no, D-Dog. Don't move a muscle. No, no. Okay, good dog. Just stay like that. He's a little too eager to run into mines. But now we get the rest of these mines. 6 shots, more than enough to destroy any mine that's been laid down. I'm sure I'm impressing Ice a lot right now. Fuck, flub that line. But I'm sure I disappointed him just as fast by missing that one. Something to note, some of the sharper guys may have noticed that this is actually a part where we've rescued a prisoner during that one mission where we have to be backup for the Mujahideen. The mines aren't there though if you activate the mission, just like the blueprint wasn't in the earlier one. Now we're going to do a set of prisoner rescue missions. This prisoner is back at the Afghanistan Central Base Camp. I don't know why I try to be all stealth-like here, because there's a lot of guys around. And it's about, at this point, we're like, well shit, I'm gonna get caught anyways. I'll just send P-Quad in here and we're just gonna blow everyone up. I do use different kinds of rifles, different kinds of weaponry in these playthroughs, in side ops, but honestly I'm not too big of a fan of the G44 here. It is, oh damn, it's standard to have a 2x zoom in scope. It's kind of a clusterfuck to aim with. Also, if you hear like a sound of, I don't know, a cat being strangled, that is her getting shot. Yeah, she got shot up a few times. That was the, yeah, that like, at first I thought it was D-Dog screaming, but no, it's her.
Approaching position.
Yeah, she's, I don't know how the fuck she is alive right now. She is clearly not enjoying this shit. And of course, for some reason, I decided to take the non-lethal sniper rifle. Kind of a bad decision. Got a guy right there with a rocket launcher trying to take out P-Quad. Gotta take care of him. Oh shit, P-Quad, you are in hot. You're on fire, dude. Alright, we gotta dismiss him before he gets any worse. Oh. Bullshit. Rest in peace, P-Quad.
Already a backup chopper.
Can we get Morpho back now? I liked his helicopter a lot better. He also showed up faster.
Subject is in.
This rifle right here I'm using, you may notice it has a toggleable zoom in scope, which is pretty nice. You can zoom in, I believe it's a 4x when you zoom in, and just a 2x when you don't use the attachment. It's pretty useful when using combination with a sniper rifle, because you get to cover all ranges there. Also, I'm not sure what was up with that guy who kind of floated on the sandbag there for a bit. I was a bit disappointed with this one because the prisoner is so close to that red barrel where all those guards were. I wanted to shoot them all, but that didn't happen. Now we got extracting highly skilled soldiers. I don't know why I punched so early there. I greatly overestimated where the guy was. And now I'm just having problems picking his ass up. Something I'd like to note, I don't know if it's just a coincidence, but for the extracting of the highly skilled soldiers, they seem to wear balaclavas, while the other soldiers don't.
You gotta extract him.
And here I'm going to go ahead and show off one of our armored vehicles. This one has some rockets that we can use. You gotta toggle the weapon, and you can aim it. Just saturate an area with rockets. Lovely. And what's actually kind of funny here, when it comes to enclosed vehicles like the one I'm currently in, if you're in free roam mode, the guards don't immediately know that you're in there. And I'm kind of surprised they haven't noticed it to me yet. You'll notice I'll just drive right in and they don't even bother shooting at me. swap to this, and oh, now they realize I'm shooting at them. Thankfully, there's no rocket guys here, so they really can't do much to me. Yeah, this is the easy way if you want to start doing some side ops. You just roll one of those guys in and just start blasting everyone. Also, I don't think I've shown off this shotgun yet, but it shoots airburst rounds, or something like that, to stun soldiers. It's not only great for using on enemies, but you can also use the shotgun at home base, and it sends the soldiers flying. It's hilarious. You just blast them, they fly off 10 feet, and they go, "Thank you, boss."
Please select a landing zone.
I'm gonna show off some other base at some point, maybe next video.
Side op completed.
Now I'm gonna show off a stealth camo item that we got here. It basically renders us completely invisible. Unfortunately, if you use this item inside of main missions, it restricts you to an A rank. Again, that's really something I'm not a big fan of in this game, because all the fun stuff that you want to use, they just punish you by not letting you get the best rank. I mean, I know ranks don't really matter unless you want achievements, but still, they're basically saying, hey, you can't use this. You can't use this very nice thing in the main missions. And no, having like 120 side missions doesn't make up for it. You'll notice D-Dog's wearing some armor now. I don't show it off in this video, but you'll notice right there it said "Do it, kill enemy." So D-Dog will run up to a guy, pull a knife out of his vest, and kill an enemy with it. Also, I don't think I've shown off extracting guys when they're still conscious. So yeah, they scream out when getting lifted out by a balloon. Now, the more interesting side missions is eliminating armored vehicles. So while all the other missions are just, okay, here's one soldier or here's one prisoner you gotta extract, armored vehicles kind of take place out in the field, and they have like a set amount of troops with them. So this one, there's a patrolling party. There's a guy behind us who's on a mortar, and I do believe we got a sniper behind us as well. There's not always just one a vehicle per mission. Sometimes there's two, sometimes there could be even more. But when it comes to side ops, I think these are the more fun ones, because they're not just go to this outpost and capture this one particular person. Something else I don't think I've talked about before. D-Dog can also find weaponry, which includes vehicles as well as mounted machine guns and mortars and the like.
Side ops list updated.
Yeah, boss is going to be significantly more asshole-ish this time around. And just like this, now there are, I believe, two vehicles, or no, just the one vehicle in this mission. And they got a guy on a mortar, and they also got a sniper. Luckily, these two guys are the guys I want to grab, and they're investigating, so that's pretty good. And something I probably should have brought up a long time ago when it comes to sneaking up on guards from behind. Oh, that guy... That's kind of funny. That guy noticed the other guy getting stuck up, but didn't, like, notice me grabbing him. But anyways, usually I tend to crawl stalk towards an enemy, but you can stand up and you move much faster, and you're still very quiet. So that's something I'll be doing more often
You
now.
have arrived at your destination.
Now, normally there sometimes are some good soldiers when it comes to these armored vehicle missions, but I don't know, I've been getting some sneakers lately. And normally, as the past few missions, I've always like praised the AI as being the greatest thing ever, but it does get really weak when it comes to vehicles like sitting still and letting you just run up to them. Even with other soldiers nearby who are fully aware of where you're at, they don't tend to cover their armor at all.
Ross, get down. The enemy sniper. Stay low and crawl along the ground. That should enable you to sneak past enemies.
That is just hilarious. The sniper saw me and like didn't notice, oh hey, that guy just pulled off the vehicle and pulled off the road and jumped out of his vehicle. But yeah, in this mission right here, we got a guy, we got two snipers. Each of them has a mortar next to them, overlooking two armored vehicles. Unfortunately, that other guy managed to fall off the cliff. But hey, I don't think I've shown off using a mortar before. Ooh, sniper got off that lucky shot right before a mortar fell on his head. What a bad way to go. Again, I do like that they are covering, you know, just kind of firing up there to keep me from peeking out from there, but I think they could be a little bit more smarter at checking the surrounding area, not just exactly where I shot from. While they do send some guys over to flush me out, or where they think I'm at, they don't leave anyone to defend their vehicles. Then again, I guess it's not in Russian doctrine for them to, you know, I'm pretty sure they're not trained like, okay, we need someone to defend the armored vehicles because a guy might come from behind and stick a balloon on them. Alright, last guy, and I feel very bad about this.
Side op.
Well,
Side ops list updated.
I felt that was necessarily cruel. Now, while I was praising the last two for being somewhat unique, this one just kind of does feel pretty lazy. Why is that guy like 20 meters away from his own tank and aiming at it? Who's gonna sneak up on it? Besides Snake, obviously, but I mean still. And of course, this guy over there, he's got the he's got a shield, so I can't pop him from the back. But thankfully, D-Dog doesn't really care much for that. I guess it's also a good thing you can't hear anything in a tank. Well, I mean, no shit. I'm pretty sure tank motors are very loud, but still. I guess that is another thing I can say is a fault of the AI. You think these tanks would patrol a bit. Well, I mean, this one is looking around, but it never looks behind them. Oh well, his loss. I do wonder, though, because at Mother Base, you do see where there's mortars and the anti-air turrets that you extract show up at Mother Base, but they don't explain where all the vehicles are being held at. That would have been pretty cool to see. And now, finally, I don't think I've ever shown off crawling along cracks. Nathan Drake, eat your heart out. But yeah, there are cracks that you can find in walls and you can climb up them. I think we have enough tanks now, so I'm gonna go ahead and blow this one right up. We haven't seen a bombardment in a while. Beautiful. Right on target. Then I got a recoilless rifle here. It one-shots the helicopters, which is nice. And then I struggle a bit. I don't know why. I'm holding down, but Snake will just randomly hop to the spot to his right. and I was too afraid to... I was apprehensive about just dropping down because I didn't want to die again. And I do like how nonchalant the guards get. Again, I love the AI in this game, but you think after seeing his buddy doing the bullet hole dance, he would try to get into some cover and maybe shoot some covering fire in my general direction. But hey, that's everything, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll be seeing you next video.